further and further forward pylon. There's that immortal. Socke is advancing just in time. KiWiKaKi has those zealots. But look at that. The zealots just they run almost there and then turn away. Don't engage because here it is, just like in the last video. Zealots and stalkers in the same control group. These are pros. They don't even do that. Some nice force fields there, but I can't imagine why they helped Socke. They helped Socke more than they helped KiWiKaKi there. And it looks like KiWiKaKi is in full retreat because of that immortal. Immortal just so strong against stalkers. And another engagement here. 2 immortals now, so KiWiKaKi really forced to come out, but he warps with some more zealots, trapping Socke's forces here, and he is forced to retreat. He does a nice job here. He pulls those stalkers aside to protect his immortals, shoot those zealots. So he's separating his control group there. The control group's the same, I guess, but he is controlling them independently. Some nice play there. He has killed this horde pylon, reinforcing stalkers with those immortals, able to push back these zealots and stalkers. So such intense micro from both players, still playing off of only one base. And while KiWiKaKi is behind from resources, it sure looks like KiWiKaKi is in control. Certainly, the more aggressive player seems to be setting the tone of this match. But now with 3 immortals, things looking pretty bad for Socke. I keep calling him Socke. Things looking pretty bad for Socke with 3 immortals. That's going to be tough for him to deal with. He's now getting more sentries and more zealots to supplement that heavy stalker build. Sentries for the nice force fields, and zealots do more damage and take less damage from immortals. So that's a good call. Yeah, such minor differences. And another pylon. KiWiKaKi just desperate for this pressure. Looking at those resources, just look how few resources each players have. They just are not not saving up for anything. Production tab, nothing but units. Both players just so close. No one can get the upper hand here, but at least they're being aggressive. Such control group syndrome. Those zealots trapped inside the stalkers, unable to engage. Same here. And a little bit of reinforcements. 1 zealot coming in from the reinforcing pylon, but it looks like we might finally have a lull. And using this lull, Socke is going to take down these blocks. He is planning to fast expand. That's a good way to break the deadlock. He can hold this for a very, very long time. Unfortunately, his forward gateways are actually coming back to haunt him a little bit. They're a little bit too far forward. Now he's going to press out. Here he comes with those immortals. Bit of a liability if he gets cut off by those sentries. I think that's why he's unwilling to engage. If he gets those immortals cut in half, he is going to lose this fight. So he's going to stay in his base, has that open up so he can get a nexus down. He is saving up some resources, so I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to see that. And what is he doing now? Leaving 2 sentries. I see what he's doing. He's going to go take down these back rocks, try and flank his opponent. And if his KiWiKaKi tries to break in, 2 sentries, force fields will block the advance. That's a pretty good idea as far as ambushing his opponent goes, but I don't think his army's any bigger. In fact, they are identical to the number. And difference in income, it seems. Yes, it looks like KiWiKaKi's being a little bit better about mass-producing probes. And I don't know why his units are here, but he is cleaning up his pylon. Good for him. Well played by KiWiKaKi. And these rocks are down, so Socke can now flank his opponent with these immortals and stalkers and zealots. And Zealot going to scout here. Good sense by KiWiKaKi to check where those units are. And he is going to detect this flank. And won't even lose the Zealot, looks like. He might even get away. And pushing out now from 2 sides. Socke is pincering his opponent. But he might actually just be dividing his own units. So there goes that Guardian Shield. Nice force field trapping his units inside and preventing these reinforcements from getting down. So KiWiKaKi, in fact, dividing and conquering his opponent. Socke's forces completely split in half, unable to engage. He's going to get slaughtered down here. His Immortal is still standing, but he's delaying. And now KiWiKaKi's re-engaging. One front at a time, back and forth, but Socke unable to engage with both at once. And he's just losing so many units. Look at that units lost tab. It's swinging so far in KiWiKaKi's favor. He's now inside the base and traps Socke out of his own base. KiWiKaKi now laying waste to Socke's base now. Able to go. All these pylons going down, and the gateways will be unable to produce any new units. Socke wants in so badly, but he just can't get there. And finally, he's going to go come around the side or go sack his opponent's base, but there's just nothing he could do. All of his probes are going to be killed, trying to flee as best he can, but the stalkers are just going to cut them all down, it seems. Maybe a couple will escape. Only 1 or 2. 2 do escape. Socke sending his entire army, but it's now a smaller army, I'm afraid, to try and kill his opponent's base. Now sentries waiting to block access. Able to trap, only 3 get through, and warping and reinforcing zealots. That is the end of Socke. His army was held off long enough. Reinforcements are coming, and his base is just dismantled. And it looks like Socke is going to be eliminated 2-0 in this round of 32, best of 3. One little probe there. Maybe he'll build a Nexus. And it is a bit of a base race. There is hope, I guess. Socke does have a chance. He could get a lot of damage on these probes. It all comes down to how much he can hold on. Unfortunately, just so badly outnumbered. Nice control by KiWiKaKi not to get trapped there. There was one hope there for Socke, and now it is lost. The Zealots are engaging. He's completely trapped with those force fields, and the last of Socke's force is indeed dismantled, and he calls the GG. Socke has been eliminated from this tournament, and KiWiKaKi will be advancing to the round of 16. He is almost there to the final 4, where he moves on to the out of the qualifying round into the tournament itself. So a nice game. I really like the play we're seeing from KiWiKaKi. That was some very, very aggressive, exciting play, and just overwhelmed Socke. Socke unable to keep up. Great game. So keep tuning in, guys. There'll be a lot more series. We're going to try and cover 100% of the games now on from the round of 32 and onwards. So keep tuning in to IC Cup. Follow the tournament on TeamLiquid.net and check out those sponsors. And until next time, have a good one.